dragon. And they manage to get the dragon off him, and he ends up, either killing the dragon or getting it to leave them alone, kind of thing. Get it injured enough to scurry away. But from that point on, Bailey absolutely refuses to use guns ever, because she immediately associates guns with I hurt my father, the one person who seemed to ever love me as a child, so I can't use this weapon. Bailey's just full of fucking tragedy. I'm like, Bailey needs a happy fucking story. I went way too sad with her. Way too fucking tragic with her. And all the time I'm just like, I fucked this girl up. I don't know how she's gonna continue to be sane. Even remotely sane. With all the shit that she's gone through. I was just like, we want tragedy. Here we go, Bailey. One more tragedy for you. But, the whole reason that she's constantly hunting for her father is he's the one guy that, did love her as a child. So he ended up continuing crime and then one day just disappeared from her life. He was always constantly trying to get her to stay with other people so that she would be safe. But she was always constantly looking for him. So that's how she ended up continuing to hop from place to place. And that eventually brought her to the capital where Kyle was. I want to, but I don't want to do it by myself. I also don't know if I can do it by myself. I love her and Sable together, not necessarily romantic, but I love them together. He takes such good care of her, and it's something that she at first was like, what the fuck kind of thing, because she's so used to people being shitty to her, just like she's shitty to them. She's a bitch. I get it. She's a bitch. That's how I wrote her, to be a bitch. But her and Kyle and her and Sable especially, I was like, those are her really close people in her life that in a way matter the most to her at this point. They're her family, even more so than her and Vita, because even though now Vita's no longer under Vet's hold, Vita's still that person that did not stand up for her as a child. Which, I mean, to be fair, Vita was also a kid, and Vita was scared that if she stood up for her, she would get hurt. So, but it's hard for Bailey to forgive that. She loves her sister, but she doesn't trust her sister, and she doesn't want to stay with her sister. Which is why anytime Miller's like, well, they're family's who you got, she's just kind of like, yeah, okay. Family's also what got me to the point where I'm at, where I'm kind of fucked in the head, but whatever, Miller, you weird person. Aw, I miss Sable. He's such a fun character, and it'd be interesting to get him back in there somehow. If he needs help and they need to go help him. Would Kyle and Sable get along? Let me continue with this so I can get to a save point, or get to at least the dummy point. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Somebody sent me something. So my friend sent me a story on Instagram, and she's like, I'm trying to do a table read right now, but there's only one thing I can focus on, and it's a Shiba sitting in the other room just staring at her, and she's like, please come here so I can pet you. It's not really a Kyle I'm worried about, it's Sable. But Sable's like, I mean, he's the rich guy, the epitome of rich guy. He will go on tangents and try and be super smart. But he's protective also, and he's so nice. And Bailey isn't really sure how to handle that. Oh, you guys are funny. So one time we had a school project where we had to take care of a flower. The king, we had to call him Mr. Dreamer. You know, Bethany, they never did find that girl he was looking for, the Emperor's daughter. I keep trying to bring it back up into the RP, like, can we at least find some sign of this girl? She's been lost a while. I'm pretty sure we talked about it in the vet one, that there was some documentation about it. I'm just like, this poor girl. What the hell's she doing? She's probably off vacationing somewhere, just like, fuck you, Dad! Volunteered to donate his own flowers. He ended up coming to school and teaching the class about responsibility and stuff. That got me thinking, yo, how cool would it be if Undyne came to school? She could beat up all the teachers. Now I really want to know more about Aaron's backstory, because there was also that. There's a lot I want to dig up in this RP now. I really like this RP. I liked all of our RPs. I guess right now the really special ones to me are this one, which I do love, the ones with Corin and Satchel. I'd be interested to see how we write them in the future, because I was still kind of bubbling up to a character with her. There's a lot of changes I would need to make to her, though, for her character to make sense. But I really like the Dragon Hunters, the Defenders one, and I really like the Zero Dawn one we did. I really like your character and my character together. I like how she will fucking mime and like move her lips so she's not speaking, so he can just get like, girl, bitch, it can't read lips. Maybe she wouldn't beat up all the teachers. She's too cool to ever hurt an innocent person. Alright, we gotta do my favorite shot. Aww. They're so cute together. No. Now you're protected from the non-existent rain. I am a terrible fan that ships these two. See? You saw it! We kissed! I am a terrible person. I love how it's like, put the umbrella up. The rain hasn't stopped, though. You return the umbrella. Yo, this ledge is way too steep. Yo, you want to see Undyne, right? Climb on my shoulders. He's so sweet. Yo, you go on ahead. Don't worry about me. I always find a way to get through. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. You know what more Dragon Hunter RPs mean? More chances to write about Roxanne. Because Shiba Inus are the best. And Kyle's lovely lady, Roxanne, is the best. Just kidding, Bento, I love you the most, but still. The humans, afraid of our power, declared war on us. They attacked suddenly and without mercy. In the end, it could hardly be called a war. United, the humans were too powerful, and us monsters too weak. Not a single soul was taken, and countless monsters returned to dust. So anytime I think about Roxanne anymore, it's, it's the Sting song, of course, but I don't know if you ever saw Community. There's this one episode where that song is prominent throughout the episode because it goes through several different timelines of what would happen if one of the different characters in the group went to go pick up pizza while the rest of them converse between each other, and there's a lot of dramatic tension going on between them. And it's so funny how some of the timelines go. And there's this one timeline where one of the guys goes, and then he comes back with hands full of pizza, and he comes back, the room, one of the dudes is shot. There's a fire going off in the room. Everybody's chaos is going crazy. And then he looks to the center of the room, and there's this gnome that somebody got him as a gift. And it looks terrifying, and he just starts screaming. But the entire time it was happening, the Roxanne song was playing, and he's just like, no! You should look up that one specific part if you ever get a chance. I fucking loved that show. I love Dan Harmon. But anytime I think of Roxanne now, I just think of that one part, and I'm like, you could put this with anything that's going on in life. I already read this one. Oh, poor things. I think this will get us to shit. Alright, I can't pause now. Bye. Fuck. Well, that was close. Damn it! Is it up? Fuck. Run, 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 run. No, it wasn't up. Shit! Damn it. Alright,